Hello, social studies, first and second grade. Turn with me in your books to page 151. It looks like this. Remember, last time we met here, we talked about the Mayflower inside the ship and what it looked like inside, and you did a worksheet on it. Today we're going to be talking more about the Pilgrim's Voyage. Remember, voyage is a really long trip, okay? Okay, so follow along with me. Let's take a look at this picture though. So we see the Mayflower on big waves, and it looks really wet here, stormy, and we can tell that by the big waves. But then the sky is really dark, and it looks really foggy, like it's hard to see, because when the storms on the ocean get really big and by the water, all these clouds and fog start to form. So let's go ahead and follow along and see what's going to happen here. So the voyage on the Mayflower was not easy. Obviously, if they're in a storm, it wouldn't be easy. And I think if there's big waves, the boat's really going to be up and down and up and down. And a lot of people, I don't know if you would get sick, but I think I might. I don't know. Okay, but God watched over the Pilgrims. During a storm, a beam on the ship cracked. A beam is a log that holds the deck up. A pilgrim had packed a large iron screw. The crew used the screw to fix the beam. God knows all things. He knew the pilgrims would need that screw, so they got to fix their beam that cracked. Okay, go ahead and turn your page to 152. We're going to keep chugging right along here. And we see a picture here, and underneath the picture it says the Mayflower Compact stated that the Pilgrims would tell others about God. You'll learn more about that in third grade. Comes into your later grades. Okay, let's go ahead and do this page. Storms had blown the Mayflower north near Plymouth. The laws for the Virginia settlement would not work there. Now the Pilgrims needed to make new laws, and the laws were called the Mayflower Compact. The laws in the Mayflower Compact honored both God and the King of England. Awesome. Okay. And we're going to jump down and do one more page. Oh, this is the best one. We have a map. You guys love maps. Okay. And there's not really any reading here. This is on page 153. And it's just a map of the Pilgrim's Voyage. Let me switch my screen there. Okay. And you can see when you look at the bottom of the map, the little map key, and that tells you what is going on in the map and where things are located. You see it says there's a dotted line, and it says the original route. So if you come up and follow the dotted line with your finger, that's the original route from the Old World England to Plymouth. So this way. And then the solid red line is the actual route. So they started out, and then with all the storms, it kind of blew them north. Remember we talked about that? And then they settled in Plymouth. Okay, so a difference there. And the dot, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, this dot right there is Plymouth, okay? I did, and it tells you that the dot shows where Plymouth is. Okay, so in your workbook page, you are going to be on page 147. Now, forgive Mrs. Connor, but I do not have a student workbook at home. And the diagram in my teacher manual is really small. I think I'm just getting old. My eyes can't see very good. But have your parents help you read the directions. I truly can't see them. All I can see is you have to mark one of the routes in red and one of the routes in green, but I don't know which ones. So this is where you guys know over Mrs. Connor. And I trust that you'll do that right and then turn that in. And that's it for today. I know if you're at home laughing and picking on me, that's okay. I'll let you slide this time. No, I'm just teasing. And that's it for today. And we'll meet back here next week for a few more lessons, and then we're done. End of school. See you guys.